How you doing, everybody? Like and subscribe. God bless us all. I'm going to leave a link to Cinemaya. She's a content creator, and she always has great information. Well, I was watching her today, and let me preface this by saying all the industrialized countries in the world, they all have national health care. Even Cuba and Mexico has national health care. The reason why the United States does not have national health care is because Congress doesn't want black people in the United States to have national health care. And this goes all the way back to the 1890s. The jobs that black people had in the 1890s were jobs that were very critical to your health. And there was a book even written on the subject, and it's still in publication. But the reality of the situation now is that black people, because of the civil rights movement, affirmative action, and things like that, we work at the same places where white people work. And the reality of the situation is that we are more physically stronger than they are. So if you equalize the jobs, then they're going to be more at risk because we are physically superior. A good example of this is that you don't have black people working in coal mines anymore because the racist white people pushed us out the coal mines. Once they became unionized, they pushed us out the coal mines. You see, the rednecks, what they call rednecks, they could have been black, they could have been white, they could have been Asian, but they wore red bandanas around their neck, symbolizing that they supported the Union. And that's where the term redneck came from. But now to go back to what I was saying, these people in West Virginia, these coal miners in West Virginia who call themselves rednecks, now they're catching black lung diseases, and they are losing their homes because of the cost of medical treatment. They are losing their homes. Had they not been racist and wanted national health care for all the 30 or so years they spent building their homes, building their family's future, they would not have lost because of black lung disease or cancer. So now, because they didn't want black people to have national health care, and they didn't want black people working next to them in the coal mines, well, guess what? Black lung disease, cancer, taking them out. And what little money they do have is get spent on doctor bills. They die anyway, and their family loses everything they worked for. That's the idiocy of racism. That's the narcissism of racism that creates the delusion that white people are superior than black people. And they're not. They've never been. I'm going to leave the link to Cinemaya's channel so you can watch this video. Because within the video, there's a white man who speaks, and I think it's Tom Hartman, and he provides proof of the idiocy of what's going on. But I want to throw one more, this is going to be a short video, but I want to throw one more thing in here. What white people don't understand, Caucasians / Neanderthals don't understand, is that the support system that you have in place for the poorest people in your country is your buffer in case you fall down. You see, whatever they get is just a plus for you if you're making more money. Like this, you take the average wage $45,000 a year for a low wage earner, and you're making $100,000 a year. The low wage earner gets sick, and he goes to the hospital, and everything is free. He doesn't have to pay anything. If you're making $100,000 a year, you get sick, you don't have to pay anything. But guess what? When that whatever they call it, uh, if when you spend all your money, then you are eligible for Medicaid or Medicare when you reach a low income. So the person that's making the $45,000 a year, his income will drop quicker, and he will be available for the Medicare or Medicaid. But if you're making $100,000 a year, you're going to lose more. You're going to lose more. You will have to hit rock bottom and have the amount of assets that person at $45,000 a year. You making $100,000 a year, you got $100,000 a year worth of assets. He has $45,000 a year worth of assets. But guess what? You have to reach his income level before that Medicaid or Medicare kicks in. And you see, that's the stupidity of it. See, that person with that $100,000 a year will still have his money, but he's had got to drop down, if he's retired, drop down to that $45,000 a year. Scrooge said, "Hey, you all figure it out. You all figure it out. You may figure out something else, something about it that I don't see, but he's gonna end up losing his home, or he's going to have to sign his home over, so he won't be able, if he goes into a nursing home, he's going to have to sign his home over so his kids will not inherit." Check out in the description, I'm going to leave the article. I'm going to leave the article from her channel. Catch you all later. God bless.